violence, kidnapping, and child marriage of a girl child are practical realities facing us as a country at the moment. Over 28% of married women are between the age of 15 and 19, compared to 1.1% of men in the same age group. Almost half of them were married by the age of 15.
Age 9 is a normal age for children to get married in some parts of the country.
You can't separate the issue of marrying off a girl child with the powers given to the father to marry off his daughter without her consent. It's a legal issue that has to be challenged.
Girls in Nigeria have been at a disadvantage around enrollment, retention, completion, and transition in schools, right from the cradle really going forward. And this has impacted on the ability of the girl child to contribute to society.
The girl child is captured when you talk about children, but the adolescent girl child, that's children about the age of 11 to about 18 years, are missing from developmental discussion. And one of the reasons for this is that even in our cultural practices, the girl child of that age is usually an invisible factor within families, within societies, and so on.
More than 60% of the poor in Africa are women. So you then ask the question, why is that data like that? And then that leads you to certain kinds of interesting information. It will tell you that more women are poor because more girls lack opportunity to prepare to take advantage of economic ventures, to be involved in the process of economic growth.
Those of us involved in this thing, we're also getting increasingly lazy about this work. Sometimes we think that by getting to the state and getting the law passed at the state level, we could just clap for ourselves and say, thank God we've actually gotten these things through.
The momentum is gaining world over on girls, giving girls a chance. And I think for us here in Nigeria, it's something that we've not really made any big issue about. And I think this is now the right time.
I commit to support Action Aid and other civil society organizations to advocate for the passage of the Child's Rights Act in the remaining Nigerian states, and also for a better implementation in those states that have passed it. I pledge to speak up and support Action Aid and other civil society organizations to advocate for the right of the child, of the girl child in Nigeria, and having a place and a safer school environment.
We have to bring back good governance. We have to bring up the institutions to guarantee the girl child to have education.
So at this conference, these past 2 days, is basically to bring all those stakeholders together to get those various perspectives, both from the religious perspective and the family, the media, the traditional institution and the government itself. As civil society actors, we've had the Emir of Kano saying that he's going to bring in Muslim scholars to look at this issue. We will, post this conference, now be engaging with that process.
We want to take away the right of the father to marry off his daughter without her consent, because that right does not exist in Islamic law. It was given by some jurists. We want to criminalize the beating of your wife.
We need all the people who are involved in Nigerian society in one way or the other. It's not time to start looking at who is doing what or who is not doing what. It's a time for all hands to be on deck. We need the government, we need CSOs, we need private sector, we need families, we need societies, we need professionals, and we need you. Please join us in the fight to make sure the girl child has a dignified life.